Oh, that was not expected, but hey, let's just fix my display. Happy day 5 though. Let's see. It's okay. I'm very technically capable in all my years of live streaming. But yeah, uh good evening, I guess, because it is evening for me, but you could be watching this at any time. I am on day 5 today for 100 days of code, and I pretty much left off yesterday on the fast AI materials, but I'm going through the book right now because I already finished the first video lesson like the day before yesterday, I want to say. So I'm just gonna work through a lot more of that today. Um, Now, for some strange reason, hmm, beautiful, beautiful. I have the lovely opportunity to troubleshoot in real time. That's interesting because it was like I wasn't having this issue before I started the stream, but it's all good. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Feel like something is missing. I don't want to have to restart it. Can I make a new source? So fun, so fun. I also I have on like that weird crossover outfit where you wear like shorts and a hoodie, and I thought that would be okay, but I'm like super hot in this hoodie. Let's see. What the heck? Okay, let's get rid of that one. How about we try to make another source? If all else fails, I'll have to restart the stream, but I'm just like hoping not to have to do that. There we go. Swap that. Okay, that'll work. Beautiful, beautiful. Not what I was intending, but it's all good. All's well that ends well, right? It's kind of hard for me to see. I think hopefully that's good because it's tiny. All right, yay. Once upon a time, this kind of stuff used to look completely just be like right above my head. Um, but after many years, I have learned the ways of the live streams. So, yeah, I will be picking up where I left off with this material. So, let's see. Yesterday, I was reading a lot about the introduction of the artificial neuron, as well as the concept of a perceptron, and basically the emergence of the field of, you can pretty much say, deep learning, because a lot of deep learning at this point in time is basically, how I want to put it. It's mostly neural networks. Like applying neural networks is one of the biggest um, or like one of the most common methods. It gets applied to pretty much everything. So that's what I was learning about yesterday, which to me is very interesting as well. So this is the page that I'm on right now. Yes, I went through all this material. Let's do this. Let's start my. I'll have to start my server again for my notebooks. And at the moment, I am running the fast book repository. This is so weird. What's up with these gaps? That's not one contribution Friday, May 12th. You know what? My time zone's got to be off or something. Something got to be off because there's no way that I didn't, unless I, no, I'm pretty sure I pushed yesterday. Let's see. Where is me? What's happening? I don't even think I have the history. If I open VS Code, I might get the history. I care a lot about my contribution graph right now, and I don't understand what's going on with some of these contributions. Um, unless it's something off about, it could be something off about my git config, but it shouldn't be. April, May. It's not showing that much for May, which is kind of weird. I feel like it's not showing anything from my 100 Days of Code repository, which I don't understand. Okay. Um for one, I do need to change the upstream to point to the SSH URL, but I don't know if that should really cause a problem. Oh boy. So I want to try something then. What if I update my log from GitHub? Let's see. And if I do this, hold on, let me do this real quick. Control C, because I know in the past I have had this problem, but it was only because my git config was off. Tab. Um, hmm. So if I go to 100 Days of Code, for like dash L or dash, okay, dash L or dash dash list. Git config dash L. All my business out there. Yeah, but see, my user email is usually the one thing that will cause issues. And my user email is definitely set. Oh, okay, so let's try this. If I come to here, this is the right log. make my new log today from here and see how that goes. Um, okay, so this is day 5. I don't understand why those lines get highlighted in the editor. Uh, I thought it was just me at first, but it's definitely not picking up anything that I've done in this repository in particular. Continued. All right. So let me do this. Commit changes. It doesn't. That's weird. It would be very interesting to me if, like, for some reason, like, markdown files don't count. That would never be a thing. I'm gonna refuse to believe that that is a thing. So we shall find out. Let's see. GitHub contribution graph. No. See, this is like the number one reason, but I know it's not that. I wonder if it's something about forks comes to mind, but that shouldn't matter either. The default branch. Yeah, commits made in a fork will not count. To make them count, you have to open the pull request or detach the fork and turn it into a standalone repository. That's okay. If the fork has forks of its own. That's so weird though. That's by far like I'm pretty sure that's probably been like that. That's why I was thinking about forks, but that's weird. I don't have. Mm, okay. I'm like about to sit here and argue about something that's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of pissing me off. There's so many different reasons why people use forks. Just because I fork something, that doesn't mean I ever intend to contribute back to it. But it also doesn't mean my code doesn't count. That's very annoying. Okay, so maybe at some point, I don't know. Because I don't know how I feel about detaching my project. Like, I don't like the idea that I have to lose connection with the original project just because I want to keep track of the contributions that I'm making. That's really stupid in so many ways. Or like if you fork off of another project but you are maintaining your own version, but you're not trying to like I said, you're not trying to bring changes back into the original project, right? So for example, with Girl Develop It, we've been using Reveal JS as a framework. We use that for our slides. We've been using that for years. So yeah, we've worked off of that project before, but then we make our own changes. We manage our own version of it. So that's, I don't know. I gotta. Oh, okay. Anywho, yeah. So I am here. I gotta restart my server, but at least I know it's not me. So I was reading about this yesterday, like basically how neural networks began, the idea of developing a mathematical model based off of a neuron, and you can see this characteristics of the neuron compared to what is essentially a one layer network, I would say. um so in this case, you have n number of potential inputs. This is usually when you look at the like a visualization of some type of training for neural networks. This is usually like you'll have a layer and you can add layers. So input layer, then output, and then you can have another layer. However many layers you need to refine the particular I want to say skill. It's not really a skill in the traditional sense, but whatever quote unquote skill it is that you're trying to have your model learn. So this is interesting to me, and I added the different books and papers that was referenced. At least I have the names of them inside of the AI ML hub that I'm building out in Notion. So trying to keep track of those notes and everything, and I finished up my notes around here. So I'm gonna pick up from here. I could do oh, excuse me. I can do two. I've been shooting for two palms because it's like late, but I have been shooting for two palms. So yeah, I'm kind of distracted by that GitHub thing, but it's okay. Maybe I want to see something. If I wanted to detach it, I never even did that before. I've never done that before. Um, so let's see. Cause like sometimes you just want your stuff to be. You want to be able to pull in new changes. This is a good time to try Bard, right? I have only had one brief chat with Bard, so settings, forks, detach, get remote, remove upstream. That's so weird, but I guess. Um, there are credits inside of the README, so it said go to settings and then I don't think that's a thing anymore, is it? No, but I can get the forks from the brand. No, I guess I can't. Hmm. Where would it be moved to? Pushes. I really thought that actions, rules, tags, branches. This is the most appropriate section, but it's not at the same time. It should be look general. It should be under here. Am I crazy? A lot of this stuff look old, so it's like not helpful. Let me see how old this Stack Overflow post is. Oh, it's from the end of the year. Support.github.com. They have a special link for it? What the heck? What was the original problem? How can I make GitHub forget or disassociate the mod repo was originally a fork of another project? I forked in GitHub. I can now see forked from wherever the parent repository is no longer maintained. I have been allowed to continue use of the code base. Is there a way to detach? Use the GitHub chatbot virtual assistant. Data dev, hello, welcome in. How's it going? I'm like bothered by something that's not really that big of a deal, but it kind of is to me. You can contact GitHub to support. Okay. That deletes all the history though. Okay. I'm sure there should be some way. Oh, thank you. Yes, I have my son's actually turning 11 months in 2 days. So his birthday's next month. He's like 1 month. His birthday's 1 month away from mine. So. Ooh wee. Okay. I'm just going to say F it right now, even though it really pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. That's like the weirdest thing I ever heard. It does not actually make sense. Okay. So let's start our server back up and let's just keep learning about some stuffs and try to be productive with my life. Let's see. Restart my palm. Okay, so I have 25 minutes. It's kind of annoying that those restart like that, but put that there. My roadmap right now is less of a roadmap and more of a set of courses. So I am using, here, let's go back to my repo. I am following, first I'm starting with fastai, the fastai material and whatever projects are part of that. Log. I think I closed VS Code, did I? No, I didn't. I'm starting with the fastai course and then NLP from Hugging Face. So those are that's my general guidance. Yeah, that's my general guidance at this point. And then I do plan to move into like one of the deep learning specialties or specializations, just because I think that'll be good for me personally. But we'll see how much of this I get through. Like the fastai course is I think it was intended to be like a 7-week course. I don't. How long is NLP supposed to be from Hugging Face? Not sure they say. This course. Oh, each chapter is designed to be completed in 1 week, with 6 to 8 hours of work per week. Each chapter is 1 week. So, how many chapters? 9, hypothetically. Just looking at this list. I was just looking at something else. Chapters 1 to 4, chapter 5 to 8. Yeah, so 12 chapters. So, what's that like? You could say 19 weeks. So, it's 7 days, right? I'm doing 7 days. So, that's that's, yeah, it depends on how much I go through it. I'll probably only get through those two, but that's okay. That would give me a good solid basis because this is really my goal right here. So I'm excited though. I like the material so far. This is a course, yes. Here I will give y'all the link to the log that I have, so you can see which ones I'm using, because I put those in my log on GitHub. Where in the world? Oh, oh, here it is. Okay. So here, I'll put this. Because I have the links to the courses that I'm planning on doing. And right now I'm on the fast.ai course. Yep. So that's course.fast.ai. And this is a good baseline. Like, even if you don't have a lot of experience in machine learning, you can start this course. And even if you don't have like a lot of mathematical background, that's okay too. What else? But it gets pretty deep, but I also feel like it's relatively recent with a lot of like newer advancements that have been going on recently. So that is a plus for me. And then I would say, if you, depending on where y'all are, if this is something you're interested in, what I tried to do, what I've been working on with YouTube in particular, I updated this, I guess, since yesterday maybe, because I've been working on making the homepage have some additional resources for everybody. So this is the one I worked on. I added this week. ML AI videos I recommend, because there was some playlist that I was talking about. So learning transformers, that's just a playlist I came up with, because I'm trying to learn more about transformer models. So when I watch certain videos, I do put them there. The practical deep learning for coders, this is the playlist for the Fast AI course. These are all the video lessons that are in this course that I'm taking right now. And then I had plugged like the AI Essentials course from IBM, so I put that one there. And then this is another good one. This is something I think I'm going to just probably follow in my spare time, because I'm already spending time going through materials. I think I'm going to keep up with this just throughout the day, watching some of the courses. But this is the MIT deep learning course that they run. From what I can tell, they usually have at least one a year that they publish out. So This playlist is here as well. So those are the original playlists. Besides the first one, that's a list that I'm putting together. But all the rest of them are the actual, original playlist. So that's the Jeremy Howard's playlist. This is IBM's playlist, and this is from the instructor for the MIT Deep Learning course. So those are other good resources too. So you can find those. Trying to be creative with like how I'm laying stuff out this way. So, oh, Python noob too. One thing I would say for Python, is a million ways to do Python, but one of my favorite resources is Free Code Camp, and I don't think they get as much credit for having a good amount of Python material nowadays. So, data visualization, that's going to be JavaScript. But they have a scientific computing with Python, Python for everybody. So you can do Python with Free Code Camp. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then they have the machine learning. This is the TensorFlow. That's TensorFlow logo right there. So I know that's TensorFlow for sure. So this one actually starts out ML fundamentals and different algorithms for machine learning. So yeah, I would recommend those as good foundations, like good free foundations for Python. There's probably other resources out there, but they have data analysis too. I skipped over that. Just looking at the materials. Let's see. So freecodecamp.org. Hopefully that is helpful. That's something I should add here. Like, see. Hello, you gonna do what I want you to do? Okay. Heading 2, maybe. I'm gonna work on this this weekend. I wanted to work on it earlier, but I never really got a chance to dig into it. But it's basically a resource. I want to kind of get it organized, and then I'm going to share it. So, and because it's something I want to keep up to date, but some of the categories I have, I want to go through and put some more events up. Look for some more events that are upcoming. And yeah, kind of flesh it out a little bit more. But I am working on this resource, so I should be done with it I should be done with it by the end of the month. Alrighty. Oh, that's crazy. I got a YouTube command. I did that, I'm sure. I posted that. Yeah, I posted that. I'll make some more commands, but you can see in the Twitch bios too, it has like links to the coding YouTube. I think it actually specifies that it's the coding YouTube. Bring it up. But yeah, I got this freaking hoodie on and it is hot. It's not even that hot. I'm gonna be cold when I take it off. But anyways, let's do that was like 10 minutes. I'm gonna restart my palm. Restart. Yes. But yeah, I'm enjoying the fast AI material so far. I think it's really helpful. I think it's really straightforward. Um, I like that they believe in the top down approach to learning, which is literally exactly what I get on the freaking soapbox about all the time. All right, so we're okay. So yeah, I pretty much left off at the parallel distributed processing. I would like to understand more of what is being parallelized, because when I think parallel processing, right, that would mean not not a linear um not linear processing, but stacked processing, right? So multiple layers being trained at the exact same time. So I could be a little bit off in what I'm interpreting from that, but we'll see. That's something I can get more into. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, I really appreciate this. Jeremy is the main instructor that I've saw so far, and he actually has a non-traditional background from tech versus Sylvain, who Sylvain wasn't really doing the first lesson or anything like that, but Sylvain has a more traditional, like, you know, mathematical background. So I always appreciate seeing that, because me as an instructor as well, I'm usually that person that has the non-formal or like non-traditional background with like a bunch of people that, have computer science degrees and stuff. So it's always interesting because you can bring another perspective to the process of learning software, machine learning, right? Whatever it is. This notebook, for you mean this notebook, right? I'm assuming you didn't just see my paper notebook. The Jupyter notebook is a part of the materials as well. So if you look at the Fast AI course, um, they they link directly to chapter one, but yeah, they link directly to chapter one here. So this will take you to the repository. This is the Fast book repository. So the course basically follows a book that is called Practical Deep Learning for Coders that the authors also wrote. So they have this is the free version of it. This has all the Python notebooks and all the materials. So it's kind of intended that you go through, they're guiding you through following the video lessons and then following up with reading and going through the chapters. And each chapter does have a notebook that goes with it, including different projects as well. So that is, yeah, you can get all of that from the the main course. This is the first page, the home page of the course. So it's, yeah, that is multiple ways that I could be looking at it. Oh, look, they just launched a part 2. I'm about to be doing this all year. I mean, this is my new life, so gotta do what you gotta do anyways. But they just launched the part two. That looks interesting. Deep learning foundations to stable diffusion. Implement the stable diffusion algorithm from scratch. Oh, okay, I see. So that's all this stuff down here that I was not really paying that much attention to. So part one is what I'm on. This is hey preacher. This is going well so far. It's day 5, everybody. Day 5, and I try to remember. I be forgetting sometimes to check in, but some people check in Discord and like So right now I'm still looking more into like the foundations of neural networks and kind of getting started. I think the activity project is, let's see. This is the image classifier example. So I already have the notebook and everything set up for it. I just haven't gotten to that project yet. But yeah, so is there anybody else that's doing 100 days of code right now? I know Preacher is doing 100 days of code. I'm speaking for you. Harvard professor. Da, da, da. See, this is literally this is my mindset right here when it comes to teaching. So he says Harvard professor David Perkins, who wrote Making Learning Whole, has much to say about teaching. The basic idea is to teach the whole game. So if you're teaching basketball, you take people to a basketball game or get them to play it. You don't teach them how to wind twine to make a baseball from scratch. The physics of a parabola or the coefficient of friction of a ball on a bat, which is basically how a lot of STEM field that's a lot of how we teach in STEM fields, or a lot of how teaching is done in STEM fields, which I highly disagree with. And then this part says Paul Lockhart, former Brown professor, imagines in the influential essay A Mathematician's Limits. Limit? A nightmare world where music and art are taught the way math is taught. Children are not allowed to listen to or play music until they have spent over a decade mastering music notation and theory, spending classes transposing sheet music into a different key. In art class, students study colors and applicators but aren't allowed to actually paint until college. Sound absurd? This is how math is taught. And this I hate too. We require students to spend years doing rote memorization and learning dry, disconnected fundamentals that we claim will pay off later, long after most of them quit the subject. Yep, that's like the biggest issue I personally see in computer science, mathematics as well, because I've always been a math person, but most I've seen how a lot more people really don't take to math, and I really hate the memorization method too, because math is not one of those subjects you should be memorizing stuff from. But sometimes when you're like earlier on, like in elementary school, They teach you to memorize timetables and things, and that's okay. It's helpful in the sense, like, I definitely learned my timetable charts probably around like first grade, second grade. I started learning timetable charts, but I always feel like the reason I was so good at math is because I always had good math teachers. I always had teachers that taught us the concepts that were underlying the different things that we were doing, right? So it's it sucks to learn math, like a timetable chart, and then what happens when you get past the numbers that's on the chart? If you don't actually understand what the concept is of multiplication, then once you go past the charts, you just don't even know what to do anymore. And that does throw a lot of people's foundations off as well. So I don't know. I'm glad I found this material too, because it's refreshing to see other people in the field that share this mindset and are like showing through their actual, their courses, their materials, their books, that this process can work as well. Yeah, you should never be memorizing math, but unfortunately, I've seen a lot of teaching that just requires memorization. A lot of it. And that does not help the problem. But even if you are teaching the concepts like they said, it can be a lot when you realize, like, you go all these years just learning all the fundamental concepts of something, you never actually get to use it. And by the time you would hypothetically be able to use it, by that point you're not even learning that field anymore. Like, that stops a lot of people from getting into computer science overall, even if you are already in college and you might choose to go and study computer science, but then they'll start off teaching you like the underlying, theory, versus being like, hey, let's show you how to code something like simple and what you can do with it. So you have something to tie the concepts to, and you have a motivator for continuing to learn more. Like, I'm planning to go back to school now and get a PhD, but that is because I am at a point in my life where I want to know more. I want to get more into the theory of things, and I want to do research. I never had that intention when I first started trying to learn how to program in college. I just went to a class. It was really a terrible, painful process. I got my grade and I got on. I was like, I would never do that again. So, um, as I have been teaching over the years, I have come to a similar, conclusion as what they're talking about here, where I have seen that it's a lot more practical to have people, especially since I work a lot with people that's just coming into the field with no background in tech or no like particular, science or mathematic background. The first thing you do is show them how to do something and let them kind of, get their feet wet and see what's possible. And then you start layering on more and more. So you start from the surface level and go deeper, instead of like starting in a cave and having to excavate them having to excavate their way out to, the bigger world or the bigger picture. It's not that it doesn't work for some people, but it's in general. In general, it doesn't work very well, and we get a lot of drop off just because a lot of times people are sitting there like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, I learned math for years. this is the first time this is probably the first time matrix linear, like matrix math is gonna matter to me. This is like the first time a lot of the math that I just happen to like math because I like logic. um but yeah, I never really had a bigger picture to tie it to. I was excited when I found out machine learning was really just math. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like I can actually do something with the stuff that I think is interesting. But you know, I'm not. I'm definitely not one of the. That's not the common story. I guess I want to say. Just memorize how to solve things. Yeah, memorization. Now I think memorization has definitely has some areas that it works better in. Like for example, I don't know, maybe like biology, where I know there's definitely, fundamental concepts, but then there's certain classes where it's nice if you are good at memorization. Um you memorize a lot of different key elements that you need to know. I'm not I'm a computational person, I guess you could say. So computational science makes sense to me. Like physics makes sense to me. I literally always fail biology. I always fail biology. I was looking at my freaking high school transcript. I'm like, bro, I got a D in biology. Like, I remember failing every single test. And the fucked up part about failing my biology test was like, um, it's one thing when you fail a test and you know you failed. It's another thing when you fail a test, but you were like so confident, like you came out of it feeling like, oh yeah, A plus plus plus, and it was no, no, no. So, but I think that's interesting too because all of my friends are engineers. Well, not all of my friends, but most of my friends are engineers in one way or another. And we all have different disciplines. And we all look at each other's particular disciplines like, absolutely not. Like, if you had to take anatomy and physiology, God bless you. Not me, not me. But then at the same time, like I said, a lot of my engineering friends, like, they're more, they might be say mechanical or electrical or something like that, and they took their linear algebra, they took their differential equations, but they have one class, it's a combined class, they learn the basics of what they need to do and they move on and they never look back. Versus me, where I was actually a math minor before I went into studying for mechanical engineering. So for me, I took linear algebra, I took differential equations, I took all the calc classes, I took a lot of stuff. I took a lot of math classes that they didn't have to take. But, so it's just interesting to me how there's divisiveness within even what seems like, it should be the same skill set. See, like they said, in deep learning, it really helps if you have the motivation to fix your model to get it to do better. That's when you start learning the relevant theory. But you need to have the model in place first. I feel like I hear thunder through my headphones. Preacher, where are you posting blogs and whatnot? You have to share that kind of stuff, man. Oh, let me do something too. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'll do it on my. Mm, is it muted? Yes, muted. Creator dashboard. Mm, actually, kind of sound like somebody's trying to start up their bike, but it is not working. Here we go. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. You only get better through practical experience, guys. Hmm. All right, let's take a quick break. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So they were talking about projects. I need this in my favorites actually. So this is gonna be my first weekend streaming, y'all, in like a while. I don't know how long it's been. Probably when I first tried to kind of like start back streaming last fall, I might have did like some Saturday streams. I don't remember, but I'm gonna start to feel it because I've already been doing the 5 days a week this year. So GraphQL, yeah, Oh, that was GraphQL stuff. I don't know. I think that stuff was like 2021. Actually, I kind of got back into it in the fall, but originally I remember I did that a lot of that apart WordPress and a bunch of that stuff. It was when I tried to do the 2021 model. So yeah, follow age 2 years 1 month. Heck yeah, that was 2021. Yep, that was my first 100 days of code on stream, which I'm pretty proud of myself. I did I think it was 94 days, but it was unconsecutive days. It was non-consecutive days, but I streamed 94 days. So I had to give myself credit for that, for real. Wasn't just like talking. No, I know. Some people, I know sometimes people lurk too. I don't mind. Um, and it's always appreciated. Thank you for the lurks. Yeah, because it's like you kind of, I don't know. I feel like I appreciated my live streaming way more after I didn't work in a pair programming environment anymore. And because when I first started streaming at the time, the software team that I was on was a very supportive environment. It was a really great community as far as all the developers within our office and within our company. And then we were very into pair programming. So I was used to just being in a team space a lot and always, having other people to work with. And then I left there in 2020, late 2020, I think. So when I was burnt out at the time, so I tried to kind of catch my breath, but then when I started like programming again in 2021 and just working on stuff, like the coding streams were way different for me at that point, because it's like sometimes it's like a co-working experience as well. And I'm just I just appreciate the community, because I feel like a lot of times it can be a little bit daunting being on the interwebs. It's all kind of craziness going on, but at the same time, we still have like a lot of good community within, like even within Twitch. So I like our little live coding space of Twitch. Um, and I'm just trying to branch out too. I'm trying to be more helpful, because I'm used to teaching in person and like in my, like local classes, local companies and things like that. So um I'm used to being able to provide resources through word of mouth, and through the different materials that I provide, in person. But I want to do more of that like virtually, because that's just the world we live in now. Um, so that's why I'm like, I am working on the hub. So I'm gonna work on this weekend, and then once I get it at least a little more spiffy, I'll make it public so anybody can see it. And I'll just keep adding resources here. And that's just one hub, but my big project overall is MetaDev World. So ignore my very bad looking banner because I'm just kind of playing around with some stuff. But I'm gonna have some different hubs in here for different materials. But AI and machine learning obviously is the main thing I'm personally focused on right now. So that's the one that I am working on building out first. That's our timer. Put my palm back on. Okay, Preacher, but have you shared the blog link? I know you shared the YouTube before. I be wanting to see stuff and share stuff too, like share other people's stuff. Cause yes, please share the blog and put it in Discord for us, please. This is the big thing I want to work on, y'all. So because I'm running all these different podcasts at the same time, with the idea of having like they're individual shows, but me crafting them all together, it's like I'm making one big resource, right? So I'm trying to find out, I'm trying to work on a like an integrated RSS feed that I can control the ordering on as well. So that way I can put all of the four different shows, I can put all of their episodes in the order that I think that they should be followed in as one big RSS feed. So um I think, I mean, it's possible, but it's also like it's a lot because of the way RSS feeds typically work, but I know it's possible. So that's where this like crawl walk run plus plus that's where this mindset is coming from. Like I'm starting to, YouTube makes it easy. I can literally just make this a podcast playlist on YouTube, and then all of these episodes are the different shows, but they're in the order that I know that they're supposed to be in, right? So and then I can go back and add things like wherever it should belong in the playlist. But I want to do that but with the RSS feed. So that's the one thing I want to work on. That's what I've been like thinking about for the podcast. So you got all these different themes, but they all come together, you know. Thank you for sending the blog. Heck yeah. Is it Pak Jua? Thank you for the follow. Also, I think I saw you pop up in Discord. Y'all, I like to properly welcome people to Discord. So, and we have 100 Days of Code channel right now too. If anybody is interested, Pak is fine. Okay. So yeah, it's a little slow going, but I'm always working on these types of projects because it just matters to me. It matters a lot to me that people are having a good time going through the process of, you know, growing and evolving in software and machine learning or whatever it is, you know. But that's where, obviously, that's where I can help the most. I'm going to actually not get rid of that. I need to figure out what this migration. So my big project that I want to work on is the AI. I want an AI stream partner. That's the main thing I want to work on. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Apparently I don't get to be on Discord right now. It's okay though. It's in my hub for sure. So the AI personal no, is it this? I guess it's not really the personal assistant. It's more. I thought. Do do do. This is one project, the sentiment analysis for the Twitch chat, but that's a smaller project. That's just. And then don't let me get in. Don't let me get some robotics. Don't let me get some robotics going. It's gonna be over. That's the channel bot. There's the custom sorted RSS feed though, y'all see. That's on my list. So this one I'll definitely be doing. The mood bot. Create a personal assistant. That's weird. It's somewhere. I do have it somewhere. So that'll be my big project. So it has to have like, it has to be able to read the Twitch chat and respond to Twitch chat. It has to be able to respond to me. Like me talking to it has to have text to speech basically. So it'll have some type of, I don't know, VTuber style some type of VTuber style presence, I guess, with an actual voice. And then it should be able to help debug with code and whatnot. And I'll probably think of some other features for it. Microbit? Do I know what a microbit is? Hold on, I'm about to Google it. Okay, so what sorts of tasks make for good test cases? You could train your model to distinguish between Picasso and Monet, or pick out pictures of your daughter instead of pictures of your son. I said that for the image recognition one, which is like the first example. I want to get some screenshots from YouTube and Twitch, and I want to train a model that can like classify if you're a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber. I don't think I have anything microbit related. Hold on. And I'll tell y'all, I got damn near everything under the sun. I don't think I have anything microbit related though. Got a couple. 2023 kick have. Okay. Here, I'm gonna put that one. I want to read this too. Setting 4 or 5 little projects. Then once you got the basics mastered, aim to complete something you're really proud of. So yeah. So this is our tech stack for now. Oh my god, my birthday is tomorrow. My birthday is on Sunday, y'all, and it's my first Mother's Day. No, you're good, preacher, and you have you're able to post links. So I saved it in a tab to read through. Pac, thank you. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know that I'll be here on stream on Sunday. I'll see y'all on Sunday for sure. The last time I did something birthday related for my stream was when I turned 30. That was 2020. That was the 2020 year. We were like hardcore in lockdown. So I had the 24-hour stream. That's the first and last time I ever did a 24-hour stream. That it was intense. But I made it. I was so proud of myself. It was a lot of it was a lot of encouragement towards the end. I was ready to be like, yeah, no, I'm good. I did like 20 hours. I'm good. That was fun. I'll try to do something festive on Sunday and not wait until like 11 o'clock at night to stream. Maybe I'll stream a little bit longer for the evening. So I haven't used PyTorch really. Maybe just a little bit, but I look forward to getting more into PyTorch because it's an alternative to TensorFlow, and a lot more PyTorch is being used nowadays. Although, in all fairness, I really do believe it has a lot to do with the lull in just like the interest overall of AI since about like in 2017 it was definitely like, okay, go ahead and use TensorFlow, but PyTorch came along and a lot more it has been getting a lot more usage. But you still usually, I don't know, like having a something high level above it is always helpful. Now fastai is its own library, so we'll be using fastai, but TensorFlow also has a lot of features built in, and then it has Keras over top of it. And one of the things I had mentioned about the Google I/O announcements is Keras is getting 2 new releases, Keras NLP and Keras CV. So Keras, Keras. Deep learning for humans. Yeah, so you can see this is some code in Keras. It's very high level for training, but it's built over TensorFlow. And yeah, so they have the regular Keras, but here's the new ones, Keras CV and Keras NLP. These are newer releases. CV is for computer vision, by the way. Um, NLP is natural language processing. But like a lot of people know that, but also not everybody knows that. I say NLP all the time because NLP is my primary area of interest. But uh, for some reason, whenever I think of CV, I don't know. I think of like CV as in more like your technical resume, or your CV, more the resume type of CV, or I always think about CSV for some reason. But yeah, computer vision. So I had to keep reminding myself of that. So PyTorch is low level foundation library. And then the Fast AI library is higher level functionality. Okay, so you can understand if it's going to be a high level concept or a low level concept depending on which code they use, which library they use. So if they're going to be trying to teach a high level concept, they're going to use FastAI. If they're trying to teach a low level concept, they're going to use PyTorch or even Python, just pure Python, which that's kind of helpful. I like that. I like that convention. It reminds me of Japanese. Like if you read Japanese, you can tell what kind of word it is depending on the character set that they use. It's more confusing to learn multiple character sets, but it's helpful because then it's easy to pick out in a sentence like where the subject is, if a word is a borrowed word like from another language, all of that. Then, of course, we're using Jupyter notebooks. Notebooks are like a very common tool, no matter what libraries you end up using anyway. Getting a GPU deep learning server. To do nearly everything in this book, you need access to a computer with an NVIDIA GPU. However, we don't recommend you buy one. In fact, even if you already have one, we don't suggest you use it yet. Rent access to a computer that already has everything you need. What in the actual the book that fast.ai? Why is that redirecting? They said they have a resource for the best things they recommend. Let's see what Paperspace is talking about. I haven't used Paperspace in a minute. What is an IPU? Oh my Jesus. Okay, let's go back. Gradient Notebooks is web-based IDE for GPUs and IPUs. A free GPU plan and free access to IPUs. Okay. I want to see. I feel like somebody asked me about this in Discord too. I didn't see the whole message. I just saw the notification pop up. I'm gonna take a break in a second. Let me see the pricing page. Okay. So you got paper space and you got Kaggle notebooks. There's other options, but maybe I should give myself a note. Like, I think one day I'm gonna just go through some different um training platform options, because I've also seen different tools that are available now. And then there are some tools that are not just specific to like training training your models, but they're more of like the entire life cycle of your ML model development, including things like versioning and um, like deployment, all that other kind of stuff. So I want to dig a little bit deeper into that, because one thing that I know Hugging, let me see what Hugging Face has on their site right now. Yeah, so they have something called Spaces. And then Weights and Biases is more like big team. It's more for big teams, big like research teams, and like companies and things. But they do have, I think they have some type of hobbyist level as well in their pricing model. And then Weights and Biases is more like the whole life cycle of your ML development. Yeah, so they have free personal account, and then the next level up is starter, and then they go straight to enterprise from there. So a lot of big teams do use Weights and Biases though. So it just depends. Um, Let me see how much more of this material. Okay, now I have a issue though. I guess I'm gonna have to fix this. Let me see something. My virtual environment should be active. Hugging Face Hub. Random. Transformers. There's Fastbook. Why is it uninstalling this? If it was already there, why would you uninstall it? Why wouldn't you just... I don't know. Come on, you can do it. All right, have a good one, Pac. Hopefully we'll see you back again. I'm going to be going to bed in a minute. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Wait. You can do it. I believe in you. The notebook is not trusted. I'm probably going to end up running these in Kaggle or Collab. I run a lot of my notebooks through Collab, and that works well for me. Let the kernel start. Come on. Each option shown on the website includes a tutorial. After completing the tutorial, you will end up with a screen looking like this. Notebooks are labeled by chapter and then notebook number, so they are in the same order as they are presented in this book. After reading a section of the book, go through the stripped notebooks without the book material. Okay, good to know. All right, so this is the first example. So we're using some type of vision features from the fastai library. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, the data is going to come from the fastai library as well. And then use a pre-trained model to fine tune the pre-trained model with the cat and dog images. I'm letting my model train right now, so okay, so let me see if my model is trained before I try to test it. Almost done. So basically, once this model is trained, I should be able to, well, it's really being fine tuned, right? I should be able to use this uploader to grab an image and then see if it can be classified. Make my life easy. Let me use this cat. Is it done? Looks like it is done. That's not working the way I'm expecting it to. This part is supposed to show me. Oh. Well, let me put my images cat example. Okay, so let's see. There it is. So repos. That means it should be. Hey Java Grunt, how's it going? How's everything been for you? Oh, this is the images folder. So let's put my cute cat picture in here. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Oh my goodness. That was rather dramatic of me. I ain't gonna lie. Let's do it this way. No, I don't want to do that either. Stop it. There we go. Do what I want you to do. Put this in here. Cutecat.jpg. Okay, let's run this one. Yeah, I've been back to streaming recently. Not as consistent as I have been trying to be, but we're on 100 days of code, so y'all got me for like a few months straight. But yeah, hopefully everything's going well with you. Maybe I've been seeing you post on Twitter, or maybe I've been seeing stuff pop up on YouTube, but it seems like you've been busy. Oh, 100 days of code. Okay, what day are you on? We got there's a few people in Discord that are working on 100 days of code. 14? Heck yeah. 14 is a special number to me. The 14th is my birthday. 14th is also my baby's birthday, but his birthday is in June, so but my birthday is this week. Okay, so instead of using this image, here, let's actually train or run the inference. I'm so confused by the behavior of this notebook. Um, so let's change it to the, what was it called? Cute cat. JPEG and shift enter and shift enter. I'm like confused because I expect to see some print, something print from this. Um, oh, okay. I see. Oh, it's not even done training. It's so weird to me. It's like they have a blinker sound in the background of this song. Um, but yeah, this is not even done training. So that's gonna take a minute. That's okay though. Brain is fried. Heck yeah, me too. I'm not gonna say my brain is fried, but it is very late for me. So I'm about to be going to bed soon. I wanted to let this train, but I might just let it finish up. But I'm here every day for like another 95 days. And then even still, I've been streaming like my new stream schedule is more like 5 days a week. So yeah, I appreciate you stopping by though. Hopefully we will see you again. There's so many more opportunities now for me to catch y'all and y'all to catch me. And if I see anybody else streaming, I try to pop in on y'all too. So I'll see y'all. And in the Discord, like I was saying too, we have 100 days of code. So if you are doing that too, because I think you're already in the Discord, Java Grunt, feel free to check in or let us know what you're working on. We got a small group of folks that are all doing 100 days of code right now. So we're all just trying to encourage each other. Okay, the training is about halfway done. Is this 92 epic? I am fond of this lo-fi playlist. I want to make my own lo-fi though. Yet another thing on my to-do list right now. I'm dropping frames probably because I'm trying to train a model on my computer at the same time and live stream. Okay, so I think I stopped the training. Um, I'm gonna get this. I'll probably set this up to train somewhere else tomorrow or later today because yes, yet again, it's like 1 o'clock, almost 1:30 in the morning. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here because I do want to get some rest, so I have energy to put some work in later on today. So I will be back. I didn't decide on like a steady time for the streams just yet, just because I'm still trying to fit it in since I'm doing the everyday thing right now. But I'll definitely be streaming tomorrow, of course, and then we'll see. Like, I'm going to pick some type of consistent time so that, people just know when to expect me. But in the meantime, too, I am always live streaming to YouTube as well. And I have a playlist on YouTube of all of the 100 Days of Code streams. So I pretty much make sure all the streams go into that playlist, which you can find on I'm gonna put it on the channel homepage soon. And yeah, so I appreciate everybody who shared some resources today, and I will see y'all in Discord, or otherwise I will see y'all tomorrow.